This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga, dudes and dudettes. This is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and this is today's Gets. And for today's Gets, I'll be looking at my haul for the month of September 2018. So what are we waiting for? Let's take a look at my awesome haul. Alright guys, now let's take a look at my haul for the month of September 2018. Now keep in mind, this isn't everything that I've got for the month, but this is the bulk of it and whatnot. Some stuff you've already seen me review, but this is stuff I still wanted to show you. So as you can see, there's quite a bit and I want to talk about all of it. So let's start off with, actually I want to start off with these guys right here. So I am a big G.I. Joe fan, like I know a lot of you are. And I've been working on getting the entire Ninja Force line. The Ninja Force line was my favorite. I just absolutely loved it. And I've been working on collecting the entire series of Ninja Force because I plan on doing videos of the entire wave, or the entire line, excuse me, because I think it deserves it. And I know not a lot of G.I. Joe collectors are big Ninja Force fans, but I am. So I got pretty much most of them for the most part. There's still a few things that I'm missing. So here's Dice. I picked up him. Right here I got Nunchuck. He's a really cool character. Always loved that guy. Loved him a lot. We got Dojo. He's very awesome with that ponytail and whatnot. Such an interesting character. I got Chabong, which he's really cool. Very liked him a lot. And then we got Storm Shadow. I know this is a lot of people's favorite Storm Shadow. It's a very cool figure. And then I got Slice. So that was pretty awesome. So basically, this is the entire first wave of figures from this series, which is very cool. Found a guy on Facebook online, and he hooked me with a great deal for the first wave and the second wave. So that was very, very cool. So as far as the second wave goes, he actually had them all on the card back. So I still have the entire wave 2 completely sealed right here. So we got Bushido, we got Scarlet, that's a very cool figure. We got the Slice 2.0 in the orange instead of the red. We got the Night Creeper. Loved that figure as a kid a lot. We got Snake Eyes. I thought he's very cool. Glad to have all these on card. And then we got Zartan. He's kind of hard to find. Very interesting one. Never had him as a kid. Then we have Bonsai. Loved him as a kid too. Again, I'll be doing videos on this entire series because I absolutely loved it. And then the ones that the ones that he sent in loose, I was still able to get the card backs. So he sent me all the card backs for that entire first wave, which is pretty awesome. Even included the card back for that free figure that he sent me along too. Now that free figure was actually this one, which was the Shadow Ninjas version of Snake Eyes. Now the Shadow Ninjas was kind of like the third wave for Ninja Force, where they're pretty much just color changing action figures. That's pretty much all they were. They're exact same molds and whatnot, and there was only like 6 of them in the entire wave. But these are pretty cool, and I love getting these. So he threw that one in absolutely free as a bonus. I didn't even know he was going to send it, and he just threw it in. I opened up the box. There it was, looking at me in the face, and I was super stoked, and I thanked him multiple times. See, I also picked these up right here. These are Shadow Ninjas again. The Shadow Ninjas Night Creeper and the Shadow Ninjas Storm Shadow. You can see these have clear weapons. That's why one of the big reasons why I love the Shadow Ninjas wave, because of the clear weapons too, and again, color changing plastic, which is awesome. I love that a lot. I also picked up a couple more Shadow Ninjas. So you got, these are on card. Cards are a little messed up, but not too bad. So the Shadow Ninjas Nunchuck and the Shadow Ninjas Bushido right there. Now you can even see the difference between like the Shadow Ninjas Bushido and then the standard Bushido right there, painted, and then this color change version, how the weapons are different, white over here and a clear blue on there. So love that a lot. I expect videos on all of those because I'm a sucker for Ninja Force. So also I've been picking up a lot of DVDs and on what our Blu-rays just say. because I've been missing out on a lot of videos this year. So I just decided, you know what, I'm going to catch up all pretty much all at once, and that's pretty much what I've been doing. So I picked up the Justice League on Blu-ray. Finally decided to get this one. Loved this movie. You know, I didn't hate it like everyone else did, but I don't think it did have some issues. I'll say that. So I picked that one up. I also picked up The Death of Superman, which is a very cool movie. This one was way better than the Superman Doomsday movie, so I can't wait for part 2 of this. So that's supposed to be coming out very soon, I think. So I picked that up. I picked up Batman Ninja. I have yet to watch this. Everyone tells me it's awesome, so I'm pretty stoked to check this out because I hear it's really, really good. So I also picked up Batman Gotham by Gaslight. I have the book. I've read the story multiple times. A very cool story where Batman pretty much meets Jack the Ripper. Just a very sweet one to check out. I have yet to watch this one too, but I heard it's pretty good itself and fairly true to the comics, so I can't wait to check that one out. I also got Justice League: The New Frontier, the commemorative edition. I have this on DVD, but I've been wanting to get it to a Blu-ray, and I found out they have a commemorative edition, so I picked it up like dirt cheap at Target for I think $6 or something like that. So I bought that. And rest in peace to Darwin Cook, the artist. He died like 2 years ago, I think. And Darwin Cook is the artist that this whole movie is based on, so that's very cool. I also picked up Suicide Squad: Hell to Pay. You know, I haven't watched this either. A lot of these I just don't have time to do all this stuff, so I gotta watch this one too. And I heard this one's pretty fun as well. And then I also picked up these last two, which is Vixen the movie, and then Freedom Fighters: thre. So these are another two films that I'm pretty excited to get into my collection because I'm a sucker for all the DC animated movies and whatnot. So I'm trying to get all of them as much as I can. And these are two that, again, I have yet to watch these. So, and this one's fairly new. This one only came out, I think, this past month in September. So very cool. Excited to check that out. I'm glad they're giving attention to other characters that aren't like the main characters, like the main Justice League characters and whatnot, you know, so pretty cool. One thing I also really want to show off, I picked up this guy, a vintage battle armor Skeletor. Skeletor is one of my all-time favorite characters in pop culture, period. And the battle armor is my favorite version of him. Just such a very cool design. I love this thing. So, and actually, I just recently drew a picture of the battle armor Skeletor that I absolutely love because I had to do. Just again, I'm a big fan of this design, so I decided to check that out. So again, hit me up on Instagram if you're not following me for my art at ArtLife82, and you'll see a bunch more of my work. And I've been doing a lot of Masters of the Universe stuff lately, so check all that out. But he's pretty solid. The legs are really stiff and whatnot, which I do like. Usually on a lot of vintage figures, the legs are really loosey-goosey and whatnot because of those like bands in there and whatnot. But his Havoc staff is really nice shape. The sword, this piece is usually torn, the guard right there. A little bit of paint wear right there, you know, on the chest and whatnot. But I mean, it still works. You can see the battle damage still works out very, very cool. So I like this a lot. It is a softer head, and so I was just very, very happy to pick up a vintage battle armor Skeletor in really good condition for the most part. And I got it for really cheap too, so that was really sweet. I also want to show off these little fellows down here. As you guys have probably seen in some of my videos, I'm a big fan of Glyos figures and things like the Warlords of War and Battle Tribes. So I'm going to show off some of those. So here's some of the Battle Tribes figures that I've got. Got this little silver dude. He's pretty awesome. If you've never seen me mess with Glyos, they're pretty much interchangeable figures with a little peg and socket system and whatnot. And you can interchange and mix parts here and there. And they all have different heads and arms and weapons and things like that. So they're pretty cool. Picked up this little like Stardust looking dude right here. He's a real clear smoky color with little speckles in there. That's pretty cool. Like that a lot. I picked up a clear white one, or excuse me, a plain white one and a plain black one. The blanks, unpainted ones, are called Battle Builders. They're just pretty much used to build better and upgrade like your previous, I cannot talk right now. Shut me up. Your pre-existing figures. So, you know, you could take this black one, since it's unpainted, you can put it to another figure and just add, like, you know, more arms to another figure and whatnot. So pretty cool. We do have some other Warlords of War, which is Bognar, and I'm a big fan of Bognar. So got this really cool metallic purple one, this more pale blue one, which is very cool, like an oceanic blue, this deep green. I got a yellow one right here, which is really nice. Then it's more lime green or a bright green, which is pretty cool. And then I got this. This is a painted one right here in like this frost blue with the white weapon and whatnot. So this is more what they look like when they're fully painted. So I love that a lot. Again, same thing, just interchangeable arms and whatnot. You can mix and match them from the Warlords of War to the Battle Tribes because they are kind of like sibling lines. So very, very cool. And Bognar, I'm a huge fan of the Bognar character. Absolutely love that fella. What's also cool is that what they do, especially over there at the Battle Tribes, they make characters based on, are inspired by other lines. So I have this little guy who's clearly a, Skeletor inspired character, which is pretty awesome. And they have different parts and whatnot too, to make different characters. You got this little fella, he's like Webstor from the Masters of the Universe. Again, very awesome, different. That's more like an orc head, but painted to look like Webstor. And then one of my personal favorites, they made a little battle cat dude. That's freaking cool. And I love the color choice for the weapons based on that old weapons pack from the vintage Masters of the Universe line with those light blue power sword and stuff like that. So very cool that they did something like that. I love this little fellow. I was hunting him down for the longest time and I got a great deal from a guy online. So very happy to add him to the collection. So a few more things here. I did pick some of these up. I got that movie realization Darth Maul here. Ever since I got that manga realization Deadpool, I fell in love with it. And I was like, you know what? I have to have more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of the Sith Lords. So that's what I'm doing. So I picked up the Darth Maul, and I'll actually be reviewing these guys. These guys have been out for a while, but I want to check them out in more in depth on videos. So I'll be reviewing those soon. So I got Darth Maul, which is very nice. And I also picked up Darth Vader, which is very cool too. So I think this is the 3.0 version of Darth Vader, which is my preferred version anyway. So I like this one a lot. I can't wait to check these out. I've already opened them up and handled them. They're awesome. So these are going to be really, really fun toys to check out more closer. We also picked up Mike Tyson. This is from Storm Collectibles. I have yet to open this up, but you can see Mike Tyson there. He's got some championship belts and whatnot. Very cool piece. I love what Storm Collectibles does. Their figures are amazing. And I'll be doing a video review of this fairly soon too, but you can just see that, how really cool that is. Big Mike Tyson fan. If you're a boxing fan in the 80s and the 90s, you just were obsessed with Mike Tyson and just how decimating he was to his opponents and whatnot. So I cannot wait to check that out too. Video review of that coming out soon. So one of the last pieces I picked up was a Mezco 112 Collective Michael Myers from the Halloween movie. This is a really cool piece. I'll be reviewing him within the next day or so, but a very cool figure. I'm so glad they're doing more horror figures and whatnot, but this just looks awesome with all the different accessories, the ghost sheet, the jack-o'-lantern that actually lights up, the tombstone, which is rad. Just lots of cool stuff, man. So very, very nice. So there it is, guys. My haul for the month of September 2018. Now, overall, this has been a really fun month. Getting modern stuff like that Mike Tyson and Michael Myers and those movie realization samurai Darth Vader and Darth Maul are freaking sweet, and you'll be getting reviews of those coming up shortly. Also getting my hands on some vintage stuff like that Battle Armor Skeletor and all those really sweet G.I. Joe Ninja Force figures just hit me right in the heart. Mixing in some indie toys like those Battle Tribes and Warlords of War are just a ton of fun, and a lot of really cool movies that I cannot wait to check out. Tune back in next month for even more sweet haulage. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.